back to your #1 stop for PSO2 New Gen and gameplay, how to, and all that jazz. And it is official, everybody. Sega have officially come out and announced, indeed, PSO2 New Genesis is coming to the PS4 here on August 34th, so only a few more months here. And also a little bit after the launch of the Waco/Seminole Quack coming in here. So now that they have officially been announced, there were a few things that we did find out a little bit more detail on, which of course the main one here is of course for anyone who is curious. Yes, indeed, Bait PSO2 will also be playable on PS4 and PS5 technically. And so you will be able to play both versions of Phantasy Star on PS4. So that is fantastic. Also for anyone who have been asking about the whole quad buy, quad saves, as well as how exactly that all gonna work. And yes, you do not got to worry at all if you have always started playing PSO on Xbox, PC, Epic, whatever it might be, and you do want to move over to PlayStation, you will be able to do so. More than likely, it will probably work very, very similar to the way it worked for Xbox to PC, which is of course just linking your account. I will have a link above to a video I did talking about that when it came to Steam and Epic, and more than likely going to be exactly the same, just replace one platform with PlayStation, and you're going to be able to flip that over, and once that is done, you are going to be able to jump on PC, Xbox, PS4, it doesn't matter, and play on your character, so you do not have to worry about starting over, and you do carry over all your stuff that you have in the base game or NGS if you have any at all. So do not worry, you are going to be able to do that, as well as you are going to be able to play with your friends if you are just starting off for the first time and your friend play on another platform. Do not worry, you will be able to play with them. So that is fantastic news for everybody there, because pretty much the only thing you need to worry about here as far as how the whole server quad play, quad save stuff work is of course the global side is pretty much isolated to global, and then JP at JP. So as long as you playing on global and your friend playing on global, you're gonna be fine. So do not worry, you will have that coming very, very soon for you. So you're gonna be good on that. And we will also see, I guess, a side note here about of course the Nintendo Switch, because PSO2 New Genesis is available on the Nintendo Switch. The only thing to keep in mind, Elite and JP it into a cloud service. We will see if that ever comes. That kind of the last version we are waiting upon here to see if it is gonna make it wet side. This wouldn't be uncalled for since there have been other games that have you cloud on the Switch. As of now, no information about that. This is specifically tied to the PlayStation 4/5 technically. Not only did we get all that and verify my original post I did last night about the leak, we did of course get our hands on a whole bunch of concept art here. As you probably saw in the picture from last night's video, there was concept art being shown off, but couldn't exactly make out exactly what they was. But now that Anime Expo is officially underway, we do of course have ourselves a whole bunch of photos coming out and a whole bunch of more pictures of the concept art itself. So of course we are looking at the tweet here by the Uberlight. I hope I am correctly saying that. Ended up getting permission from Inatilla? Robot boy, how is it pronounced?
Ignatia.
That. So we do have a quick screenshot coming from them, so they are at Anime Expo here. So to give a quick look at this stuff, once again, I will have a link below to the Discord as well as the Twitter post, so you can check it out if you want to look at this in more detail. But we do get a few photos that is some brand new artwork we have never seen. That is of course tied to the Waco class here. Not only are we getting to see them bait outfit, which I am really liking the bait outfit for the female character, especially now that we're starting to see like the bat pieces and whatnot. But we also get the male version and a look at some of course, the summons that we're gonna have here, as well as a scale, which you can see some of these are actually pretty big summons. But we got these. We also of course got look like some concept art, not only for more summon, but as well as some weapons here. These look like very similar to some of the weapons that we have already seen in PSO2. But nonetheless, it's still cool seeing any more art coming out of this, as well as a more closer detail of course, the Waco character themselves. So I imagine there are probably going to be a whole bunch of more of these coming out over the next few days, since I do know from leak from the screenshot we saw from the leak, there was a couple other ones as well listed. So if you want to keep an eye out for some of the artwork, of course, I will be retweeting them as I see them pop up on Twitter. As well, you will probably, of course, see them as well over on the official Discord channel for PSO as well. Who knows, maybe some of the stuff will officially be released over on the main website. That would be awesome. But that is not it. We do have some more information coming from the official website, speaking of it, which is, of course, a small little breakdown of some of the stuff to keep in mind when coming to the PS4 version here. So, of course, some of this is as given. Of course, buy an AC will go through PSN. Of course, have a PlayStation account. But the thing that is interesting here is there is, of course, a exclusivity to some items here that will not work in the PS4 version, or will not be able to be equipped or grayed out or changed. So, of course, this is, of course, that talking about here, item cannot be equipped in the PS4 version, cannot be used to equip on non-PS4 version. Pretty much a little breakdown here, but at the end of the day, I'm pretty sure probably what the majority of this is talking about is, of course, the exclusivity items. Like if you play on the Xbox originally, they give out like Xbox jacket, they give out like Xbox One controllers, accessory for your character, and then of course you have the PC version. Well, of course, you ended up getting some Half-Life 2, some Team Fortress, cosmetic stuff inside of the base game. And I'm pretty sure that is what this is talking about, as well as maybe, I get technically maybe some of the third-party stuff we had in base PSO2. Not saying it's going to be that way, but as an example here will be kind of like the Miku, the Persona stuff, and whatnot. So, just a heads up. Not all cosmetic is gonna work in the PS4 version or be shown in the PS4 version. That kind of makes sense, because obviously I get licensing why you don't want, you know, an Xbox jacket being able to be met with in the PS4 version. This is probably the little bit of legal loophole here they have to jump through. So keep that in mind. Other than that, the PS4 version as of now doesn't seem like anything really being changed or anything really to any obscene amount. But nonetheless, this is some fantastic news for all PSO2 players. Not any because of us who've been playing it from original launch or came in during New Genesis, but also to get some brand new players in, as well as hopefully some people who have been waiting or been on the fence or just been wanting to try it but haven't been able to do it because they don't have an Xbox or a PC that can run it. And now they can finally jump into it. Also, the thing to keep in mind about it that I'm going to be so curious to see is a court with it coming over the PS4 now. I know some people have been very upset about the, too late ideal. Personally, obviously, the reason that haven't happened sooner was because of the exclusivity deal with Microsoft. And then, of course, when we started seeing the exclusivity deal kind of lighten up a little bit, of course, NGS had to come back around. And, of course, Microsoft probably extended no contract with Sega, and it is filing. So, honestly, I'm in the camp of it never really too late, because let's be honest, the last, year of PSO2 or Elite New Genesis, anyway, haven't been the strongest. So, Elite for the brand new player coming in, they're gonna have a whole bunch of stuff to do before reaching, the issue we have at the moment. But nonetheless, that is still a good 80 to 100 hour, not counting, bait PSO for the player to come in and check out, as well as, of course, not only that, but also that's the PlayStation brand, and as well of how many consoles that out there. It leaps and bounds beyond what we have always seen with, of course, Xbox or PC here. This is going to be great news for, I want to say, last time I looked was roughly 117.5 million PS4. So if only 1% of the player base come over, or I should say PlayStation fan come over into PSO, that is going to be a giant influx of new players. So I personally can't wait to welcome all the new players into the community, and hopefully we can all help them out, get them caught up, And overall, hopefully there will be a new income stream for Sega, and in return, hopefully we will get any better content coming in the future. Finger crossed, let's be optimistic here, and hope for the best. But nonetheless, I am over the moon for this. As someone that's still gonna probably play on PC, obviously, but if they happen to throw in some cosmetic stuff to the PlayStation, I might have to jump in for at least 5 minutes over there. But nonetheless, I am just excited to see all the new players coming in and all the new players that we can help out, not only on the channel, but every other content creator channel as well, and in game. So with that, that is what is happening officially about the PS4 port of New Genesis. And of course, I will keep you all up to date if anything get added, changed, or whatnot as we get closer and closer to the release date. And if you are new here, since there are probably going to be a lot of new people hopping in now, be sure to do the thumbs up, subscribe, hit all the wonderful bells below for all your PSO2 content you will ever need, from tutorial to news to everything in between. And of course, if you do want to support the channel and get your name listed here with all the wonderful folks here, there is a few ways you can do so, which is of course by hitting that wonderful join button below here on YouTube. Get you some community tab, get you some emotes, get you some exclusive video, and be awesome. As well as coming on over to twitch.tv/TroyMacon, where I stream over there almost consistently every day, almost. And of course, if you want to support everything I am doing, be sure to check out patreon.com/Macon. And with that, I will see you all in the comments.